Keeping in the Ubiquiti vein, I finally got one of these in stock. For the record, I am not sponsored by, I do not get free product from Ubiquiti, but I do like their ecosystem. So this is the G4 Protect Doorbell. This is compatible with all of their Protect systems, the Unify Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus, and the UDM Pro. These are kind of unique because although it's very similar in functionality to a Ring Pro, these record over Wi-Fi to your local video recorder. They do not use a cloud service, so you do not pay a monthly fee. It is $199, which is the same price, and the installation stuff is almost identical. So you have a regular backing bracket, you have an angle bracket, you have screws, you have diodes, you have doorbell chime kits. I will be using this straight up without a chime on a commercial structure, so I won't be using any of this stuff. I'll be testing with a 24-volt AC transformer. You can get anything from a 16-volt doorbell transformer up to a 24-volt security system transformer, which is what I'll be using again to power it up for you. I mentioned earlier the doorbell chime kit. You can see them there, as well as some very good quality flick lock connectors. So the G4 Pro, it has a metal backing plate, which is very, very nice. It has a little OLED screen on the front of it that gives you the ability to write messages to package carriers or things of that nature. However, it's a little too small to be useful. The camera itself is 1080p and pretty good quality, as well as being able to broadcast efficiently over a very small power source like a 16-volt 20 VA transformer, which is much less powerful than this. So once you plug it in for the first time, you'll get the standard little Ubiquiti scrolling U, very similar to the Cloud Key Gen 2, if you have one of those, which it's pretty likely you do if you're buying one of these Protect products. You'll get a startup chime and a message. Once you get that, hop into your Protect app, and you will find a new element. The element will show up just in the same way you would add your G3 or G4, and here you can see it. So the first little video we're getting is pretty foobar. That's to be expected. The camera needs to do an update. It's going to ask you how you've installed it. If you've ever installed a Ring doorbell, it's going to ask you a lot of the same stuff. So once you're in and it's been updated, you will see it in your elements. And it records functions just like any other Unify Protect camera, other than the fact that it's wireless, which is pretty cool. So again, cutting out the monthly fees is really nice. This product actually works properly with Ubiquiti wireless access points. Ring products don't. As somebody who has maybe 8 or 9 Ring products across several locations, I can vouch for the fact that they just don't play nice most of the time. You lose a lot of stuff, and of course you have to pay for that expensive cloud recording service. So once you get the element installed and the firmware updates, that's the screen you'll see. You will be able to treat it like any other element, except for if you go to the actual Protect screen, it does give you the option to do two-way audio, which is a unique feature for this device. Like I said, it lets you project a message, it lets you control the LED, and also it has step lighting, puddle lighting. So they're pretty small LEDs, but it is actually fairly nice, and if you have a space-constrained area with not a lot of lighting, it is way better than having nothing in your entryway. So a lot of versatility and functionality with such a small power source. It does have a small internal battery in it as well, which it needs to sort of balance out how much current it's consuming, and it also needs that to be able to short the connector on the back of itself to trigger your chime. So they're clever devices, but here in the Protect app, you can see it functions just like any other element. If I had had it plugged in for a long time, you would see a video history, motion activities highlighted with blue dots, and you can scrub with your finger just like any other element. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It does seem to function very well and reliably, like I said, with Ubiquiti Wi-Fi, something I'm just not used to anymore with my Ring products. So I'm glad these are finally in stock, and I hope to buy more.